Secretary will call the roll.
Alquist, Anderson, Berryhill, Blakesley, Calderon, Canella, Corbett, Correa, De Leon, DeSaulnier, Dutton, Emerson, Evans, Fuller, Gaines, Hancock, Harmon, Hernandez, Huff, Kehoe, LaMalfa, Leno, Ted Lieu, Carol Liu, Lowenthal, Negrete McLeod, Padilla, Pavley, Price, Rubio, Runner, Smidian, Steinberg, Strickland, Vargas, Walters, Wolk, Wright, Weiland, Yee.
Members, a quorum is present. We will begin with the Assembly third reading. We'll begin with file item 74, but I know Senator Emerson has an item that he is ready to take up now a little further on the file. Senator Emerson, give me the file number, please.
234.
234, members.
AB 69.
234. The Secretary will read.
Assembly Bill 69 by Assemblymember Bell, an act relating to public social services.
Senator Emerson.
Thank you, Madam President and members. Senior participation in the state's food assistance program, CalFresh, is very low. Only 10% of all California's eligible seniors participate in CalFresh. Many of these seniors are struggling and can't afford nutritious food. At the very least, we need to ensure that they can access nutrition benefits to maintain their health. This bill sets up a process to help them obtain food by identifying eligible seniors through existing data within the Social Security Administration's database. The Department of Finance is neutral, and several business groups like the grocers, retailers, restaurants, and Farm Bureau are in support. This bill makes sense for seniors and California's economy. I ask for your aye vote.
Members, is there debate or discussion on this item? Debate or discussion on the item? Seeing none, the Secretary will call the roll.
Alquist, Anderson, Berryhill, I. Blakesley, I. Calderon, Canella, I. Corbett, I. Correa, De Leon, DeSaulnier, I. Dutton, Emerson, I. Evans, I. Fuller, Gaines, Hancock, Harmon, Hernandez, I. Huff, Kehoe, LaMalfa, I. Leno, I. Ted Lieu, I. Carol Liu, I. Lowenthal, I. Negrete McLeod, Padilla, I. Pavley, I. Price, Rubio, I. Runner, I. Smidian, Steinberg, Strickland, Vargas, I. Walters, Wolk, I. Wright, I. Weiland, Yee.
Call the absent members.
Alquist, Calderon, I. Correa, I. De Leon, Dutton, Fuller, Gaines, no. Hancock, Harmon, Huff, Kehoe, I. Negrete McLeod, Price, Smidian, I. Steinberg, Strickland, Walters, Weiland, Yee. Hancock, I.
Ayes 25, noes 2. The measure passes. Members, we are taking up Assembly third reading, beginning with file item 74. File item 74. No floor manager on 74. File item 75, Senator DeSaulnier, passes on file. File item 76 is on call. Senator LaMalfa, for what purpose?
Point of order, please. May we ask that we place the issues we take up for the foreseeable future on call so that those in Rules Committee and missing from the floor would be able to add on?
We're happy to accommodate you. We'll put them on call until Rules Committee adjourns.
Thank you.
File item 77, pass on file. File item 78 is to be amended. File item 79, Senator Wright, you don't have any new business since this morning, do you, on these items? 79, 80?
No, I got to double check with leadership.
Got,
Yes.
thank you. File item 81, committee bills, Senator Leno. That's going to inactive. File item 81 moves to the inactive. That's not on call. File item 82, Senator Evans. It's passed. File item 83, Senator, we've taken that one up. File item 84, we are passing on that. Senator Padilla, for what purpose?
Request that we remove AB 1073 from the inactive file at the request of the author.
10, the number again, please, Senator.
1073.
1073. 1073 comes off the inactive. The desk will note. We're at file item 85. No floor manager. File item 86. Senator Woke, you're passing on file item 86. File item 87, no floor manager. File item 88. Senator Rubio, you're passing on file item 88. Thank you. File item 89, Senator De Leon is in Rules Committee. File item 90, no floor manager. File item 91, we're passing on that. File item 92, no floor manager. File item 93 has been dispensed with. It's on call. What's that? File item 93 has been dispensed with. File item 94 also has been dispensed with. File item 95 is being amended. 96. Members, we've passed on a number of items. If you have the ability to take up an item now that you weren't able to take up this morning, let me know, as Senator Blakesley just did, and we'll take them up as you come up. We'll keep a list. Senator Blakesley, tell us what item you want to deal with.
Thank you, Madam President. Fellow members, I present to you AB 1382.
Thank you, Senator Blakesley, and the Secretary will read.
Assembly Bill 1382 by Assembly Member Roger Hernandez, enacting to communicable diseases.
This is file item 193, members.
Thank you, Madam President. 1382 helps address the staggering HIV and Hep C co-infection rates that exist in California by allowing trained Office of AIDS counselors to administer rapid HIV and Hep C tests. Recently, FDA approved a rapid Hep C virus test, which works similarly to the rapid HIV test, provides immediate results. This authorizes the same person to administer both tests. I ask for an aye vote. There is no opposition.
Is there debate on this measure? Any debate, members? Seeing none, the Secretary will call the roll.
Alquist. Anderson. Berryhill. Aye. Blakesley. Aye. Aye. Calderon. Aye. Canella. Aye. Corbett. Aye. Correa. De Leon. DeSaulnier. Aye. Dutton. Emerson. Aye. Evans. Fuller. Gaines. Aye. Hancock. Aye. Harmon. Hernandez. Aye. Huff. Kehoe. Aye. I, LaMalfa. I, Leno. I, Ted Lieu. I, Carol Liu. Lowenthal. Negrete McLeod. Padilla. I, Pavley. Price. Rubio. Runner. I, Semidian. I, Steinberg. Strickland. Vargas. I, Walters. I, Wolk. I, Wright. I, Wyland. Yee.
All the absent members.
Alquist. Anderson. I, Correa. I, De Leon. Dutton. I, Evans. Fuller. Harmon. Huff. Carol Liu. Lowenthal. Negrete McLeod. Pavley. Price. Rubio. Steinberg. Strickland. Wyland. Yee.
We'll place that measure on call until the Rules Committee members come to the floor. Senator Calderon, for what purpose?
Madam President, will you be taking up any SBs?
Unfinished business, we're not there yet, Senator Calderon, but I will keep you posted. We're still on Assembly third reading, members. If there are items that you're able to take up, if you would raise your hand, give me the high sign, we'd go to that item now. Senator LaMalfa.
Madam President, can we take up some of the bills that are stuck in committee still? Thank you, Ms. Corbett.
Thank you, Senator LaMalfa. Rules Committee has adjourned. The members will be here shortly. Members, Senator Evans informs me that she would like to lift the call on an item. If I can have your attention, we're going to lift the call on file item 168. 168, the Secretary will call the absent members.
Blakesley. Harmon. Negrete McLeod. Padilla. I. Price. Semidian. I. Vargas. Vargas, I. Blakesley, no. Harmon, no. Price, I.
Members, that's ayes 22, noes 17. The measure passes. Senator Padilla, for what purpose?
Madam President, floor manager is not reflected in the file, but I am prepared to take up item 140, AB 1292, if you're agreeable.
Senator Padilla, the file number again?
File number 140, AB
File
1292.
item 140. The Secretary will read.
Assembly Bill 1292 by Assemblymember Roger Hernandez, enacting to drinking water and making an appropriation therefore.
Thank you very much. Madam President, members, AB 1292 would authorize the issuance of revenue bonds for deposit into the Safe Drinking Water State Revolving Fund to help satisfy federal matching requirements in the Safe Drinking Water Act. Specifically, this bill would allow the Department of Public Health to contract with the California Infrastructure Bank to issue revenue bonds for the 20% state match required for federal funds. This is a simple tool that will help us leverage more federal dollars for our state's water infrastructure. This bill was approved by the Assembly unanimously and has no known opposition. I ask for your aye vote.
Any debate or discussion, members, on the item? Any debate? Seeing none, the Secretary will call the roll.
Alquist. I. Anderson. Berryhill. I. Blakesley. Calderon. I. Canella. I. Corbett. Correa. I. De Leon. DeSaulnier. I. Dutton. I. Emerson. I. Evans. Fuller. Gaines. I. Hancock. Harmon. I. Hernandez. I. Huff. I. Kehoe.
Aye.
I. LaMalfa. I. Leno. I. Ted Lieu. I. Carol Lieu. Lowenthal. Negrete McLeod. Padilla. I. Pavley. Price. I. Rubio. Runner. I. Semidian. Steinberg. I. Strickland. I. Vargas. I. Walters. Wolk. Wright. I. Wyland. I. Yee.
Call.
Anderson. I. Smitty. I. Blakesley. I. Corbett. De Leon. I. Evans. Fuller. Hancock. Carol Lieu. Lowenthal. Negrete McLeod. Pavley. Rubio. Walters. Wolk. Walters, aye. Wolk. Yee.
Ayes 29, noes 0. The measure passes. Senator Strickland, and then I'll go to Senator Vargas. Members, if there's other items on Assembly third reading, please let me know.
Thank you, Madam President.
Go ahead.
File item 233, AB 25.
File item 233, the Secretary will read.
Assembly Bill 25 by Assemblymember Hayashi, enacting to athletics.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, over the past few years, there have been many media reports and scientific studies on the effects of head injuries in professional and youth sports. Among these issues discussed in these reports is the extent to which players, especially high school athletes, return to the game too soon after a concussion.
Senator Strickland, one moment,
Sure.
please. Members, could we have some attention to the floor discussion? Senator Strickland has the floor.
Thank you, Madam President. Because the young, developing brain is more sensitive to trauma, concussions sustained by young athletes have the potential to be more damaging. AB 25 will protect young athletes by requiring a student athlete who suffers a concussion during a practice or a game to be immediately removed from play for the remainder of the day. They must get health care evaluation and get a written clearance from a health care provider and a legal guardian in order to return to play. 29 states currently have laws governing when student athletes may return to play for following a head injury. The NFL supports this measure, and this measure has received no votes. I ask for your aye vote.
Members, is there discussion or debate on this matter? Any discussion or debate? Seeing none, the Secretary. Let's see, 233. Do we have an objection to unanimous roll call on this item? Then the unanimous roll call will be adopted. 39 ayes, no 0. And we're adding Senator Harman. Senator Vargas. Senator Vargas, for what purpose?
Thank you, Madam President. I'd like to lift the call on file item number 261, AB 651 by WASO.
Members, Senator Vargas lifts the call on file item 261. The Secretary will call the absent members.
Calderon? Aye. Harman? Negrete no. Negrete McLeod? Smidian? Aye. Steinberg? Steinberg, aye.
Call the absent members. Call the absent members.
Negrete McLeod?
Members, that is ayes 23, noes 16. The measure passes. We will, members, I'd like to also lift the call on file item 255. Stay right there, Gene. I'll take care of you. 255 by Assemblymember Block. This is item 255. The Secretary will call the absent members.
Calderon? Aye. Harman? No. Negrete McLeod? Steinberg? Aye. Wolk? Aye. Yee.
That's ayes 23, noes 15. That measure passes. Senator Ahlquist, for what purpose?
Yes, Madam President. President, I have two bills I'd like to take up. Is that possible?
Tell me the file items.
Okay. First file item is 87, and the second is file item 130.
Thank you, Senator Ahlquist. File item 87, members will go to that file item now. The Secretary will read.
Assembly Bill 1090 by Assemblymember Blumenfield enacting to taxation.
Thank you, Madam President.
One moment, Senator Ahlquist. Members, we'll have some order on the Senate floor. Senator Ahlquist has the floor.
Thank you, Madam President and members. AB 1090 seeks to revive a program that for over 30 years helped many seniors and disabled citizens remain in their homes. The original program was suspended indefinitely in 2009 due to state budget cuts, leaving over 2,500 needy Californians fearful and vulnerable due to foreclosures, evictions, and potential victimization by scam artists. Under the program, the state paid a participant's property taxes to the county and placed a lien on the property. When the property was sold or transferred, the property taxes were repaid with interest.
Senator Ahlquist, one moment. Members, I'd ask you to take your seats. I'd ask you to take your seats, please, and allow Senator Ahlquist to finish her presentation. Members, that's everyone. Thank you. Let's give Senator Ahlquist the opportunity to present her bill. Senator Ahlquist, go ahead.
Thank you. When the property was sold or transferred, the property taxes were repaid with interest. The program successfully protected some of our most vulnerable citizens and gave the state revenue more than $41 million in the last 15 years. AB 1090 seeks to recreate the program at no cost as a county opt-in program. The bill also tightens eligibility requirements, allows counties to recoup administration costs via an application fee, and authorizes county tax collectors to forgive property tax delinquencies prior to February 2011 to help participants avoid foreclosure. I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Members, is there any debate or discussion on this item? Any debate or discussion? Seeing none, is there an objection to a roll call? Unanimous roll call? Seeing no objection, the ayes are 38, noes 0. The measure passes.
And I have one more.
And Senator Ahlquist, your next item?
Next item is file item 130.
File item 130. Thank you. Committee on Health. The Secretary will read.
Assembly Bill 1394 by the Assembly Committee on Health, enacting to health facility financing and making appropriation therefore.
Senator Ahlquist.
Thank you, Madam President and members. AB 1394 is a committee bill intended to make technical and clarifying changes to the statutes affecting the California Health Facilities Financing Authority. The authority is administered by the State Treasurer's Office to provide loans to public and nonprofit health care providers in California through the issuance of tax-exempt bonds. The bill is sponsored by the Treasurer to update the Financing Authority's statutes to enhance its competitiveness in the bond market and to make other changes necessary to improve its administrative efficiency. This bill enjoys unanimous bipartisan support and is supported by the California Hospital Association. I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Members, is there debate or discussion? Any debate or discussion? Any objection to a unanimous roll call? Seeing no objection, there is a unanimous vote. Ayes 38, noes 0. The measure passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Ahlquist. Senator Hancock. There you are. Senator Hancock is taking up an item. Will you tell us a file item when you get to your desk, please? Senator Hancock.
It is file item 262.
And the Secretary will read.
Assembly Bill 563 by Assembly Member Furutani, enacting to taxation.
Senator Hancock.
Thank you, Madam President. AB 563 will allow for county assessors' offices to share specific data with city finance offices pertaining to the collection of the documentary transfer tax, or DTT. AB 563 would result in improved and increased collection of the DDT, which is an existing tax. This is not a new tax or a tax increase. At a time of fiscal crisis for our local governments, AB 563 will capture additional revenues that are owed to local governments. Excuse me. It is sponsored by the City of Los Angeles, and I would ask for your aye vote.
They're very good, Senator. Members, is there any debate or discussion on this item? Any debate? We'll call the roll on this item. We are at file item 262. The Secretary will call the roll.
Ahlquist. Aye. Anderson. No. Berryhill. Aye. Blakesley. Calderon. Aye. Canella. Corbett. Aye. Correa. No. De Leon. Aye. DeSaulnier. Aye. Dutton. No. Emerson. No. Evans. Aye. Fuller. No. Gaines. No. Hancock. Aye. Harmon. No. Hernandez. Aye. Huff. No. Kehoe. Aye. LaMalfa. No. Leno. Aye. Ted Lieu. Aye. Carol Lieu. Aye. Lowenthal. Negrete McLeod. Padilla. I. Pavley. I. Price. I. Rubio. I. Runner. No. Semidian. Steinberg. Strickland. No. Steinberg. Aye. Vargas. I. Walters. No. Wolk. I. Wright. I. Wyland. No. Yee.
Call the absent members.
Berryhill. I. No. Blakesley. Canella. No. Lowenthal. I. Negrete McLeod. Semidian. Yee.
Ayes 21, noes 15. The measure passes. Senator Evans, are you prepared to lift the call on that item?
Yes, Madam President.
That is file item 76. Senator Evans wants to lift the call on file item 76. The Secretary will call the absent members.
Calderon. De Leon. Aye. Harmon. No. Negrete McLeod. Price. Price. Aye. Rubio. Steinberg. Aye. Vargas. Vargas. Aye.
Call the absent members, please.
Calderon. Aye. Negrete McLeod. Rubio.
Ayes 22, noes 16. Measure passes. Senator Hernandez will lift the call on file item 198, members. This is file item 198.
Thank you, Madam President.
Secretary will call the absent members.
Harmon. Negrete McLeod. Pavley. Pavley, aye. Semidian. Steinberg. Aye. Wright. Harmon, no.
Call the absent members.
Negrete McLeod. Semidian. Wright.
Ayes 21, noes 16. Measure passes. Senator Blakesley, you have one item on call. Do you want to lift that now? Thank you. Senator Blakesley lifts the call on file item 193, members. 193. The Secretary will call the absent members.
Alquist. Aye. De Leon. Aye. Evans. Fuller. Aye. Harmon. Aye. Huff. Aye. Carolou. Lowenthal. Negrete McLeod. Pavley. Price. Aye. Rubio. Steinberg. Aye. Strickland. Aye. Wyland. Aye. Yee.
Ayes 33, noes 0.
Pavley, aye.
Call the absent members. Excuse me. The vote's been called. Members, my apologies. It's ayes 33, noes 0. Measure passes. The measure passes. Senator Emerson, for what purpose do you rise?
present item 253.
Item 253, we'll take up one more item, then I'll go to Senator Steinberg. This is item 253, members. The Secretary will read.
Assembly Bill 212 by Assembly Member Bell, an act relating to public social services and declaring the urge thereof to take effect immediately.
Senator Emerson.
Thank you, Madam President and members. Assembly Bill 212 is the omnibus cleanup bill for Assembly Bill 12 of last year, the California Fostering Connections to Success in Increasing Adoptions Act. Last year, the legislature passed AB 12 on an overwhelmingly bipartisan basis in order to bring the federal dollars into the state and make it possible for us to offer up to 3 additional years of foster care support to young adults who agree to continue their education or find employment. Key provisions of AB 12 go into effect on January 1, 2012 and will phase in gradually. This bill includes various changes needed to bring state law in line with recently released federal requirements, along with various techniques and clarifying amendments to AB 12. There is no opposition to this bill, and I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
For debate or discussion, members, on this item, any debate? Seeing none, the Secretary will call the roll.
Alquist. Aye. Anderson. Aye. Berryhill. Aye. Blakesley. Calderon. Aye. Cannella. Aye. Corbett. Aye. Correa. De Leon. Aye. DeSaulnier. Aye. Dutton. Aye. Emerson. Aye. Evans. Aye. Fuller. Aye. Gaines. Aye. Hancock. Aye. Harmon. Aye. Hernandez. Aye. Huff. No. Kehoe.
Aye.
Aye. LaMalfa. Leno. Aye. Ted Lieu. Aye. Carol Lieu. Aye. Lowenthal. Aye. Negrete McLeod. Padilla. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Price. Aye. Rubio. Runner. Aye. Semidian. Steinberg. Aye. Strickland. Aye. Vargas. Aye. Walters. Aye. Wolk. Aye. Wright. Aye. Wyland. Aye. Yee.
Call the absent members.
Blakesley. Aye. Correa. Aye. LaMalfa. Aye. Negrete McLeod. Rubio. Aye. Semidian. Aye. Yee.
Ayes 37, noes 1 on the urgency. Ayes 37, noes 1 on the measure. The measure passes. Members, we're going to motions and resolutions and then to Senator Steinberg. Under motions and resolutions, pursuant to Senate Rule 2910, the following bills are referred to the Rules Committee. Item 22, AB 436, and item 19, AB 724. Members, we're at motions and resolutions. Senator Steinberg.
Thank you very much, members, for another productive day. The House completed work today on 60 bills, which means it's about 170, I think, over the last 2 days. We're on a very good pace. There's more work to do. Thank you to the desk staff and the sergeants. We usually only say that at the end of the session, but maybe we should say it more often, so I am. We will reconvene at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning and expect another full day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator Steinberg. 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, members. Senator Semidian, for what purpose?
Purpose of announcement, Madam President and members. I apologize for coming in late here, Madam President, but I did want to remind members we have a meeting of the Senate Environmental Quality Committee in room 2040 immediately upon adjournment. 2040 immediately upon adjournment. Thank you.
Senate Environmental Quality will meet in room 2040 immediately upon adjournment, members. I think that's one bill, Senator Semidian, correct? One bill. Senator Dutton, for what purpose?
Announcement. Madam President, we're going to the Republican caucus tomorrow morning at 9:30 sharp. Informational. I want to do it before we start session. 9:30 at room 305.
Republican caucus Thursday morning, members, at 9:30. Senator Lowenthal.
My name? Senator Lowenthal is my name, and I'm sticking with it.
Very
Thank
good.
you.
And is there anything else you want to tell us,
Yes.
Senator Lowenthal?
I have an announcement to make. That Senate Education Committee will be meeting tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, 9:30 a.m. in room 4203 to hear one bill, SB 835 by Senator Walk. This is pursuant to Senate Rules 2910.
Thank you, Senator Lowenthal. Senate Education will meet tomorrow morning, 9:30 in
4203.
In 4203. Senator Corbett, for what purpose? Senator, oh, your mic is down. You were so attentive. Members, we have completed our work on the file for today. The desk is clear. We are adjourned. 10 o'clock.